Hello, friends. It's Danielle, and I am back with a new theme on book marketing. So, this theme will apply to anyone who has a book written and published. And we are going to talk today about setting some expectations so you know what book marketing entails, what you need to be prepared to do, who does what, and all the things. Because here's a little secret that you may or may not know, may or may not be a secret to you. Even if you traditionally publish, you will still be doing the majority of publish or marketing for your book. That's really expectation number one. Be prepared to market your book. Almost all of the book marketing falls on your shoulders, even if you do have a traditional publisher, because they expect you to be your number one fan, your book's number one fan, I should say. Really, this obviously applies to self-publishers. When you're self-publishing, you don't really have anyone to shout out from the rooftop about your book or use their connections or get your book in, different bookstores and talked about elsewhere. All of that traditional publishers can help with, but they aren't expecting to do the entire share of the marketing, nor will they do the majority. They expect you to come to the table ready and willing to market this book, talk about this book, sell this book, okay? So no matter which path you're on, this theme and all of this stuff applies to anyone who is publishing a book who wants to get it sold. And when you think about why you want to get it sold, it's because you want it to reach more people, right? You want more people to read your book. Not because you just are sitting around waiting for a paycheck, because you know your story is going to connect with people and reach people and help people. There is something your story can enrich the world with, and you want more people to reach that and experience that. So marketing is simply connecting. It's simply just, how do I get more people knowing about my book so they will potentially be interested in reading my book? So expectation number one, you must be prepared to market no matter what, okay? Doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't matter. You're going to market your book if you plan to sell it. I guess the only caveat is if you truly don't care how many sales you make, then you don't have to worry about marketing it. So continue listening if you do actually want to get your book out there past organic reach to Amazon or wherever it is, based on no efforts of your own. And if you are in that camp, that's okay. No judgment at all. That's okay. Some people just want to get their book published, and that is their number one goal and their only goal, and the rest is up to the universe and how Amazon promotes the book and all of that stuff. If people find it organically, great. And if not, maybe you helped one person and that's enough. That's okay. Anyway, we're going to continue. Expectation number two, you do not need to be a marketing expert in order to do this. Marketing for your book, even as with traditional publishing, but more specifically in self-publishing, you're just operating as yourself, someone who knows your story, someone who is passionate and cares and is interested in talking about their book. So you don't have to be an expert in anything but your own self, your own story. So rest easy. You'll learn the techniques and tools and inside tricks and all of that as you go. You do not need to know anything up front in order for this to be successful. I already said this once, but I'm going to say it again. The publisher will not do it all, so please just get that out of your head. But they do expect you to be your book's biggest fan. And what that means is that you may hire a marketer, you may hire an assistant to whatever, but if you aren't your book's biggest fan, it won't sell as much. It just won't be as successful if you, the author, are not the one really championing this book. You can have cheerleaders, and you will have cheerleaders, but they aren't going to do all the work for you. So you really need to put yourself into the driver's seat and take charge of this process yourself. Now, do keep in mind that any return on investment, meaning whatever dollars you've put into creating, writing, editing and all of that, publishing this book, you've almost no doubt put some money into this. Very few people publish books without investing some money. If you've put money into it, you may want to say like, hey, I just want to sell enough books to get a return on my investment, get my money back, and just like break even. That's okay. Whatever number you are looking to achieve, if you do have a monetary goal in mind, keep in mind that any ROI, any profit you make, any sales you make, they're going to be directly tied to your efforts. Not necessarily in like a do this and you'll get 10,000 sales, or do that and you'll get 20,000. Not like that, but meaning the more effort you put into it, the more likely you'll be successful at hitting your number. There's no guarantees in this, but if you do nothing, you won't get as much in return. That's just about a guarantee. And you really keep in mind, do not have to do this all alone. Even though you're driving the car doesn't mean you don't have passengers in it that want to come along with you. We're going to talk within these lessons this month about who you might bring into the picture to help you in various ways. So keep tuned. Keep coming back for that one, because we're going to talk about that. And you can begin marketing your book and promoting your book even before it's published. Now, actually, the best time to start marketing and promoting it is before it releases. And that's one of the reasons why I spent an entire month talking about your author platform and what goes into, building a website and all of that. What is a platform? We're not going to spend time talking about that, because I assume if you've been in the group long enough and if you're paying attention and you've gone back and done some diligence here, that if you're at the point where you're ready to market, that you have an idea of what your platform is. If you don't, that's okay. You can always revisit that. That's going to be a pretty big building block within this whole promotion and marketing of your book. But just know, it's never too late. But the best time is to start as early as possible. Usually they say about 6 months before your book releases, you can, start building steam, start talking about it, get some attention out there, get it some people waiting on the release, all of that jazz. So even before it's published, you can get going on it. You do not have to wait till the second it's published. There are different things you will do in the marketing world before and after it's published, but it's never too early and it's never too late. You can always start trying to talk about a book, even if it's been published for quite a long time. So, bit of a short video for you today, but really the goal was to talk expectations. You're the driver. You drive this ship, bus, car, whatever you want to drive. I don't care if it's maybe a tandem bike. You're the driver. You steer it. You tell us where you're going. You garner excitement. You help us feel like this book is important to you and compassion, and we see your compassion and we feel your passion and we connect with you through your energy. A publisher will not do this for you. They might be able to help you make a plan on how to market it. A lot of hybrid publishers will provide that for you, that service for you. But if you aren't willing to be involved in it, it will not go as far as it will go if you are more involved. That's kind of the message I want you to pick up from this video. Come back for the next video, because I want to talk about what some resources might look like, what you need, time and money and energy and all of that for you to achieve success as a published author. So I will see you there.